some KFC, man. What's up, Abraham? How are you? Who wants KFC?
Back in the day when I went in like the early 2000s, and I was very defensive of this shit. You know what I mean? I'd be like yelling back and blah 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 blah. Now that I'm like married to a Korean woman and I've sort of embraced the culture more, I can kind of see this guy. He probably went through ninja shit. Yeah. He probably went through Japanese. Through the war, he probably went through this and this. He's just sick of hearing foreigners also have to respect someone that kind of went through a lot. Yeah, I think schools, like the way they do their study for 100 hours to get into university. I went to a university that's like comparable to the top universities in Korea or better, and didn't do anything in high school. You know what I mean?
How long have you been living in Korea then?
5 years.
So you've been there for 5 years.
Yeah, it's you know when I was like in Korea, I was always just like that, you know, always complaining, oh this isn't right, but you know all the while you could go get a friggin' driver's license if you lose it, go to the DMV over there and be out in 10 minutes and you'll have a driver's license, brand new with a brand new picture. Yeah. You know, the system is awesome over there.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot about Korea that, there's a lot about the West. I'd rather be in the West personally. Like, if I was, like, a single person without a family, I would...
Korea all the way, dude.
I would be living in LA or Vegas. I would probably be living in LA.
Dude,
I'm not gonna
party city, man.
Yeah, but, like, for me, it's, like...
Too much?
I don't want to say on air, but there's just certain things... There's just certain things that I like about America more. But
nothing's perfect. Nowhere's perfect.
But I'll say when it comes to like my kids and stuff like that, my son could go outside and go to PC방 by himself when he was.
Oh, in Korea, right?
Yeah,
that's true
I have
too.
no worries about him getting, get like shot, assaulted, or like and then
Korea's safe. Korea's pretty safe.
I met this like white guy once, and he was having a conversation with me the first time I met him, and he's talking about how his brother married a Korean woman, and they have kids and a family in Seoul. He was like, I just want them to move here so they can have American culture. And I was like, but you don't care about their safety because there's no school shootings. I was like, America's one of the lowest rated in education. Korea's like top 5. Yeah. I was like, so why do you want them to move here and you don't want to set them up for success? And he was just
activity
like,
right here.
And I was like, yeah.
So if may I just add to that? It's true. Many of us are under the impression that America has the best education. But this is one fact that if you get a college degree in Seoul National University in Korea and you go anywhere in the world, you may be able to get a job. If you go to Cal State Fullerton here and go anywhere in the world, you will get a job. That's the difference.
So the thing about, I do have my own issues. I would actually prefer my kid to go to school in Canada, just based on, U.S. schools are way too expensive for unless he's getting into Harvard or like Princeton or Yale. For me, it's like it's not really worth it. But your life is set. But it's what you said though. Seoul is only prestigious, like as prestigious as it is in Korea. It's not really anywhere else. He's an international school.
I don't know. I feel like it's starting to change now a little bit, right? Like Angelina's son, Jolie's son, went to Yonsei.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Underwood.
It was like on the global stage.
Like you could go to a community college.
The guy doesn't even need to go to school. Yeah, but I don't know. He wants to go to Seoul.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
I'm sorry, like I love
something
my kid, but I'm not. I'm also not the type of parent that says you can do whatever you want to do. I'm like, bro, you need to be better at school. You need to study harder if you want to go into Seoul.
But he can go in as an international student.
Yeah. So, even in Korea, that faculty is not really as respected as like the. So, even Seoul there, right? It depends on why you go to.
Yeah.
But if you go to like the international, that's like a cheat code because anyone.
International, you have to go to Eva or not Eva. I'm sorry, that's a girl. Sorry.
No, Hyundai. Hyundai, right? But Seoul has one too, but it's like really easy to get into. It's like very easy to get into relatively. So it's not. You're not getting out.
Okay, so you've been living in Korea for 5 years. When I lived there, 2004, 2005, 20 years ago, right? And there are a couple Korean Americans here and there, but how is it now? It seems like a lot of Koreans I've known have moved to Korea in the last 5, 6, 7 years. Like, have you noticed the Korean American or Korean Canadian, Korean Australian, whatever, population in Seoul getting bigger? And what's the reputation?
I think just from what I see, like on social media and stuff, for sure. But like my friends, a lot of my friends were there teaching English. Like, do you know the wages for English teachers were insane in the early
Hey,
2000s?
coaches, ¿cómo estás?
Some of them were getting like 10K
Para
just to teach
enseñarte
English. Yeah, I'm serious. No, I'm
aquí Los
serious.
Angeles.
And now the wages have gone
I'm on
down.
James and Wood driving towards
Insane.
downtown.
So you get a year housing, probably about $2,000 a month, maybe
9th Street,
$3,000.
James and
So a lot of
Wood,
my
going
friends
spending it on
up
housing.
to
Well,
Hoover.
for housing,
In
that's
my
decent.
generation, I wouldn't say so. A lot of us moved back. But there are people like me that kind of have jobs where you don't really need to be located anywhere specifically.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the poker players.
Voy a
and
dejar una
stay in a
entrega
lot of,
de
the crypto
Kentucky
guys
Fried
stay,
Chicken
because
para
it's a very,
alguien.
very friendly crypto environment right now. And you know, a lot of us married Korean, like
Yo estoy solo, estoy escuchando
How's your
en
relationship?
YouTube un video de K-Town Social Club. Es un poco fuerte in the background, right? It's a little bit loud. Pero ando solo. Mira ese taxi, quiere hundirse. Si me put it there, central, you can see this downtown. James and I'm coming up to Alvarado. The crazy Alvarado, man. Nice people. Yeah, thank you. A lot of these people walking around with carts, man. Someone sneaking up on the right with a scooter. Alvarado y James and Wood. There used to be a Big Lots right here, but they changed it to AutoZone. Yeah, I haven't seen her. No lo he visto. Pero anda por aquí, no sé. Conchera por sale, dice. Alvarado right here. La famosa Alvarado. They want me to go up to Wilshire, but I'm gonna try to avoid Wilshire. There used to be a lot of traffic because they used to sell a lot of stuff in the streets. I think they still do. So I'm gonna make a right on 8th Street. Still sell a lot of stuff here. It's amazing when people are talking on their phone, they walk slower than they normally do. She said I took a bath. What else did you do, lady? Oh yeah, well that's good. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. What's a Tepeyac? The Tepeyac, yeah. No. I'm in 8th Street right here. In Burlington. Just past Bonnie Brea. Now I'm passing, what street is this right here? I'm coming up to Union. I'm gonna make a left on Union Avenue. Yeah, exactly. That actually they don't have that anymore. You know, it's tienen diferente dueños del hotel. The new owners of the hotel are Korean. They really made it nice. I should show you that. It's pretty nice. It's different. It's a lot better actually. careful these people that went across the street. Oh wow, secret. Oh man. There's 60 right here.
Good, but we're surviving.
No, I'll say this. It's if you look at our relationship through the lens of like Hollywood or like a Westerner, like romance and stuff like that, I would say a lot of people, like a typical white liberal, might not think we have a very healthy relationship.
That's a Korean relationship. It's so weird to me.
But the one thing is, and we've gone through a lot of ups and downs and a lot of close calls, but I will say this, and this actually happened recently, like in the last year or so. I think we both just told ourselves we love our kids more than we love ourselves.
See this sign? This is a new sign here.
At the end of the day, I told, I told myself I can't imagine living by myself and not seeing my kids any time I wanted to. Basically, I mean, I don't wait for the podcast, right? But if I had to do every other weekend or something like that, I would be miserable. And so, and I think she said the same. I don't think she didn't want our kids to grow up without a dad. So we came to it and we're really good friends. Like, we don't fight that much. And, we might not have like the romance like we did like early on, but I honestly think, and maybe this sounds like close to our people, I think there's like, we've evolved into like a deeper sort of relation, like a deeper mutual understanding where it's like, we understand that we're going to be together, affiliated with one another for the rest of our lives. We've even talked about, like, after the kids go away, I would spend most of my time in the U.S. and she would spend most of her time in Korea.
That's the true one, right?
Yeah, we would spend, like, maybe like a month or two together a year or something like that, but...
I understand fully.
It's in my family. Maybe I'd be better off just, like, living in Vegas full time, or, like, when it comes down to like just being able to see my kids whenever I want. So how long were you married? We've been married since 2010.
So I think you figured this out like almost like 7 years faster than I did. I figured out like what's wrong with this relationship, right? But that's exactly what I mean. I think when you marry a Korean native, there's sort of a different view on as a Korean person